All right, the video that you're about to watch was recorded, I think, on Friday. Today's Tuesday. Or no, it was recorded on Saturday. Today's Tuesday. And I always take Sundays off, just practicing the Sabbath as a Christian. I've noticed that taking a day off to rest makes me more productive throughout the rest of the week and a better human just in general, which is more important to me than simply business success. So the days aren't going to be back to back to back to back to back for this video series. And then the other thing is that yesterday was Memorial Day, and I did do some work on some stuff that I'll probably release and share about in the next video. But I have this problem where if I have a business idea in the evening and I go to bed, I kind of get on this hamster wheel where I can't stop thinking about the idea, and I just like stay up super late. Even if I'm in bed, my eyes are closed, I'm just thinking of ideas. And so I've never had it this bad. I went to bed on Sunday at like 11:30. I was in bed and I couldn't fall asleep until 5:30 in the morning. So at some point I got out of bed at like 2:30 and tried to like do a little bit of work and get things out of my head and on the paper. And then went back to bed. And yeah, couldn't fall asleep until 5:30 in the morning. And then I woke up at 8 o'clock and did a Murph at 9 o'clock. A Murph is running a mile, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, then running a mile again for time. And then I came back and worked, and then I went and did another workout at 5. And so today I went to bed last night, woke up at, what time was it? 7 o'clock, had a meeting at 7:30, finished the meeting at 8, went back to bed and woke up at like 11:30. My body really needed it, and I'm feeling much better now. I'm like super sore from the workouts yesterday, but feeling good and have been moving and grooving on some work stuff. But this video I'm gonna post it even though it's just like me processing and talking out loud. I think it's gonna be cool to share my thoughts, even though I'm now on the other side of it and have different ideas. I'm still gonna keep posting my thought processes, which is more what this is about. Because I'm less so stuck at the ability to do something and more so stuck in my own head. And that's what I'm realizing. And so I'm gonna play this video, and then tomorrow I'm gonna record right after this all of the ideas that I've had and thoughts moving forward. So that's all. All right, I've been sitting here for a while working on really nothing, just chatting with ChatGPT, watching videos, because my computer's kind of messing up with iCloud and uploading things to storage, and it's just kind of a pain, like preventing access to different files and stuff. So I've been sitting here. I realize when I go to LinkedIn or YouTube, it's really easy for me to get distracted. I think, oh, that sounds like a really great offer idea. That sounds like a really great lead gen idea. And I don't actually stick with one thing. I do something for an hour or two, and I'm like, no, I think this thing would work probably better. And eventually I overthink to the point, go all the way down to the spot where I'm like, man, this is this thing is hard and I don't want to do it. Basically, you get to, this website offer that I have realistically isn't going to be that valuable for a home service business owner. Like having their website updated doesn't bring them leads. It might be helpful or alleviate an inconvenience, but ultimately any service catered towards a home service business that has to do with the website needs to be lead gen. That's the only thing that matters. They don't really care about anything else. And so do I want to run a marketing agency, a lead gen agency? I don't know. I don't think so. I want to build stuff. I want to have a business that, like, I want to make $1 million. Ultimately, that's like my goal. That's like my true goal. And so I want a business avenue that can be scalable, doing custom software, while it is something that can be scaled as an agency model to making that sort of money. I have a lot of uncertainty about AI and its effects on the industry. I also as like a freelancer don't know what is like, it's not something I can scale by myself as a freelancer. And so I'm coming to the realization that this idea of being able to build an extremely repeatable, scalable system that has to do with software and services just is either already saturated and is more so a game of doing outbound as an agency to get new clients, and that's really what the business is, or the deliverable is really hard, so it's either demand constrained or supply constrained. And so these are all things I've heard from like Hormozi before, but just kind of realizing it in my own work and what I do, and having to come to the terms that I can't just like, it's not gonna be easy, and I'm gonna have to embrace the suck at some point. I gotta figure out what that is, and none of it's gonna be straightforward. It's gonna be hard. And so in realizing that, making $1 million a year is not the right goal, not the right motivator. Realistically, I don't need to make that much money. I think it's always been something I've wanted to do, but it sounds cool. Realistically, I provide for all of my needs at like $70,000 a year. And until I have a family and kids, making more isn't really that important. I would like to, so I can steward the money that I have and give away more money. But anyways, all that aside, I realized that I need to look for a really hard problem for an audience that I really care about. Is that home service business owners? Is that something else? I don't know. So I have to figure out. And yeah, because the money's just not. It has to be for a specific type of person and a specific problem. Otherwise, I'll just if it's motivated by money, I'm just going to keep looking for different, easier ways to get there, which isn't